Hey guys, Kevin Miney with the Home Run team, and this week for our email on our blog, we're doing Consumer Ed. We do that once a week. This week we're going to be talking about roofs. We all have roofs on our homes. Home Run team member Mark Haley's got a professional roofer at his place. We're going to talk about ways to maintain your roof, ways to tell if there are problems, just things that can be helpful for all of us that have roofs. If you have a problem with real estate, you have a problem with your roof, you've got your roofers that we work with and refer. Hope you guys found this helpful. Mark, take it away.
What is up, everybody? Mark Haley with the Home Run team here.
This is David with Tophat Roofing and Katy.
And today we're going to be doing a quick walk around of my home and check out my property, my roof. And David here is going to help us look for what we need to see as homeowners to get ahead of any roofing issues, kind of things that we need to be on the lookout for. And a lot of those things you can see from the ground. Some of them you can only really get a good look at from the roof. We're going to do both.
All right, so one of the first things that I look for whenever I do a roof inspection, it's going to be down below on the ground level. Right here in the corner, you're going to see what's called your counter flashing. So this is going to be anywhere where brick or siding meets any shingles. You want to make sure that everything is intact right here, that there's no waviness, no lifted shingles, no lifted nails. After that, what you want to do is look at your ridge. It's going to be right here at the very peak of your roof. You want to make sure there's no openings in those areas. Typically, you're able to see it just from the ground level. If you see any openings, then you definitely want to get up there if you can safely. If not, you want to call someone to take a look at it. All right, now one of the first things you want to look once you get on your roof safely is for caulking around your accessories or on your shingles. So for example, right here we have some ridge caps that what you want to look for is to make sure that they're covered with caulking. You don't want any exposed nails on your roof, because if you have exposed nails, those nails are going to get wet over time. They're going to get rusty and they're going to pop out. So in this case right here, you do have caulking on these shingles, but what happens is that caulking is going to wear out in 5 to 7 years, excuse me. So as you can see right here, we have a little bit of an exposed nail. It's already getting a little bit brown. So we just want to make sure that this is re-caulked to prevent any future issues. All right, another thing you'll see with these ridge caps is just the way that they're built. At times, whenever they have this crease at the top, what's going to happen over time, it can crack. So just take a look at those areas too to make sure that there's no cracking, because underneath the shingles you don't have anything but decking. So obviously it's just going to go right through your attic, and then you're going to start seeing it on your ceiling. Another part of your roofing system is going to be all the vents that you have on the roof. You want to check for caulking on the accessories on the roof too. So for example, right here we have a 3-in-1 pipe jack. So here's a couple things to look for. The first is, as I've been talking about caulking on these accessories, as you can see, there's some worn out caulking right here. It happens over time, it's completely normal. You just want to make sure that you get some maintenance on this, just like you do with your car. You want to get maintenance on your roof every 5 to 7 years. Another thing to look for on these 3-in-1s is this right here. This tends to crack over time, especially with older roofs. So if you have any openings around here, that's definitely an issue. Don't worry about the top, that's completely safe. But if anything is cracked around this base, then you have a problem. All right, last but not least is storm-related damage. So what you're looking for is essentially any mist shingles, any creased shingles, or any hail-related damage. So whenever you have any wind-related damage, what you're going to see right here on the shingles is you're going to see a crease right here. That's going to be from wind damage. What's going to happen is that crease is because that shingle's been flipping back and forth, and eventually it's going to fly off. Now, the issue with the shingle being flown off is that now you have exposed nails, and it's the same thing as the nails that need caulking. They're going to be exposed now. Water's going to hit it. It's going to rust. It's going to pop out, and you're going to start getting leaks inside the house too. You also have another underlayment underneath the shingles that's protecting your house, but over time that's going to wear out too, and you're going to start getting leaks. As far as hail damage, it's a little bit harder to identify. It gets confused with what's called blistering, so that's wear and tear on the roof. What you want to look for is essentially any hits on your shingles. If you see anything like that, you definitely want to call a professional to make sure that it's hail and it's not just wear and tear.
Thank you, Mark. Hope you guys found that helpful. As always, with the Home Run team, if you have any questions about anything we can help with, we'd like to think of ourselves as a resource, not just realtors. So anything to do with the home, we've got folks that can work on. If you have any questions about the market, questions about your home, anything at all real estate related, we love to talk real estate, love to buy you lunch or coffee or breakfast and talk about these things. Hope you found this helpful. Any questions? Always love to talk to you guys. Please reach out. Have a wonderful day.